here to speak about a completely different topic, a topic that we haven't touched a lot in the past, the origins of a logo. We are still within the Seamaster family, and in order to understand what I mean with logo, let's go quickly back to 1948. 1948, when the Seamaster first came out, evidently it was Omega's very, very first family of models or family of watches. The idea wasn't yet born that Omega would have more families. So the idea wasn't yet born that we would need a logo for each family. It all changes 4 years later when, by 1952, Omega introduces the chronometer line, the Constellation. Having two lines of watches, it became clear, okay, we need a logo. So the Constellation is the first family that directly, when introduced, receives the observatory cupola as a logo. The third family that receives a logo is actually the Ladymatic, which the Ladymatic in 1955 receives a star-shaped logo. And now comes a miraculous situation, because we have the original first family that is yet without a logo, which is a sad thing. Now, you have to imagine this. The very, very same person, the very same designer, if you will, that was working at marketing, who was responsible for designing the cupola observatory logo for the Constellation and the almost NATO star shape logo of the Ladymatic, he was invited to join, today we call them events, an event in Italy to celebrate the launch of one of Omega's very first shops, but like monobrand stores. Today, they are boutiques. Back then, Omega called them pilot stores. And they were launched in Italy. And that store was launched in Venice. So this designer that was working in the marketing department at Omega was invited towards the end of the 50s to go to Venice to join an event. And he knew that he was supposed to come up a couple of months later with a design for a logo for the famous Seamaster line. So what do you think what happened? Venice. He took a ride with a gondola. And what do you have on a gondola normally on your right and your left side? You have exactly this sign, the Seahorse. This Seahorse that is, let's say, that is gracing 95 or 99% of all the Venetian gondolas was an inspiration, because he knew he's designing a logo for a waterproof watch. It was sturdy, but he also knew that the Seamaster was supposed to be elegant. The Seamaster, when he was designing the logo, is still 1 year before the 1957 trilogy. So we don't have at Omega yet the Seamaster 300, which is the first professional one with the turning bezel. So this guy is designing a logo for a sturdy, professional, beautiful, swim-proof, tuxedo-able watch. And what else can you find that is better equipped than to go to Italy? It's the land of couture, it's the land of design, and in Venice, the gondolas, there is no better sign that can combine both worlds, the world of elegance and the world of professionalism and the liaison with the water, than the Seahorse. And hence he literally took a Seahorse, he probably bought one, or we can hope he bought one, brought it back home, and he based his design literally on the very Seahorse he brought back from Venice. And so you have, at a time between 1957 and 1958, where first in printed advertisement, and then on the case back of certain Seamaster watches, the first appearance of the Venetian Seahorse.